What secrets are Swiftbroom Academy hiding? Well, with this mod, I can clip through walls, look around, and do all kinds of fun stuff like that. So in today's video, we're going to find out everything we can about Swiftbroom Academy by going out of bounds. Alrighty, we can take a look at the map. So we have our little radar map here, and it's interesting with this too because the unexplored areas are here, but there's a layer of there's like a tile layer above it, which I guess it deletes that section when you get that area explored. There are books, and I have tried to read these before, not with this software, but just like in game. And I figured it was just a bunch of lines, but now I know what this book is because I can go under here and see the name of it. Oh, hang on, wait, no, it's 3D models, 3D modeling something. This is like, I think this is like a tutorial book on 3D modeling or something, because there's a cube there, and it says 3D, not 30 or like third. It says 3D modeling, pictures of chairs, 7th, pictures of chairs, 7th edition. Hey, here's that book. I know it's the same texture. Oh, what the hell? There's an item inside there. What? There's an item. There's an ocarina here. That's so crazy. So it can spawn behind these books and stuff. That's so bizarre, because I swear I've had it before where it's like, oh, there's an item here. Like, it shows an item. Like, it puts the square around it. Like, it's telling me that there's an item there. And I'm like, there's not an item there, though. See, here's that same book again. 3D modeling. It actually does look, yeah, it says guides. It says Ruben's 3D modeling guides is what that is. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if, man, I'm so interested in these. I could spend all day just like looking at random shit, you know? We'll wait for like the creepy music to play, and then we'll see if they move. Because I think the creepy music isn't them necessarily spawning in, it's when they first start moving. He's got a little bit of a, he actually does have no eyes. That's kind of interesting. I guess they kind of had to, because it doesn't completely cover his face. He kind of reminds me of a Muppet. There's a 1 just clipping out of the map over here. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. I've always been curious of this too, because I noticed when going in between here that there's this square here on the side of the stairs. It's kind of hard to see when you're actually in game, but when you're coming through here, you can kind of see it, and you can't get here as a player. I've always been curious if there's like a secret room here, or if there's anything special in here, and unfortunately, there's just nothing. It's just weirdly textured for some reason. I feel like they were in an editing program like this or something like that, right? And they were flying around and they clicked on the wall here, and then they clicked on that too by accident, and this was accidentally turned into the same texture as this. And this actually clips right here, which is interesting as well. Yeah, interestingly too, some of the nameplates for the rooms are on the outside of the map. They're on the outside of the map. Like, right here is right. It's the storage room. You go in here, it's the storage room, and this is potions and spells. So this is placed on the place it's supposed to be, because this is the potions and spells room. But it's been placed outside the map by mistake, I guess. I guess it just rendered weird or something like that. I have no idea. I don't even know where to begin to come up with an idea for why that's like that. Oh, here's an eyeball. Definitely looks very strange. Looks like a pair of lips up on the ceiling, doesn't it? Let's see. Again, this map, I think it's just this map that does this. Storage dungeon, again, just messed up. See, this is a storage dungeon. This is a storage dungeon. And then this tells you that this is a storage dungeon. So is all of these a storage dungeon, or are these different dungeons or different places? And then there's a relaxation room coming out of the storage. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't think these are accurate names. Or if there is, they need to come up with better names for these. Oh, and there's an animal. Wow. Okay, so the first couple levels, or maybe it's just some of the monsters start off running around. Nope, there's a head too. Wow, there's so many monsters. Love to take a good look at the. Oh, it just teleported. This does look like it rendered badly though, because I don't think this is supposed to be coming out that far. Did the map just spawn weirdly because of this room here, or like what happened? Because there is space for it to have been moved over, I think. Interesting as well is there is a cutout for a window, but there's not a window there. Instead, there's a painting, which raises questions about how the spawning works. I feel like it does the layout with the cutouts for windows and everything like that. Then it spawns in the decor, like paintings and window stuff like this and everything like that in places that it can possibly go. Or maybe it spawns these things first and then these appear afterwards or something. I have no idea. Or at least I'm definitely seeing stuff like this where it's like sorcery class this way and you go through and it's like, well, that's obviously not supposed to be there because it's not a door, right? There's another one there, sorcery class. It's very bizarre. Relaxation room. I think I just heard the laser go off. Yeah, he knocked it over. This dude came in here and knocked the laser over. Why is he? Oh, he's trying to jump over that, but he can't. He's stuck. That's so funny. Look at him go. Oh, he stopped. Come on, guy. You can get out of here. I believe in you. I believe in you. Do it. Jump. Poor little guy's never gonna make it. He tried to jump again. Oh, he just... Oh, wow. Interesting. He just teleported. He vanished. Let's take a look at some level 12 type stuff, right? This is that room where there's just a pit for some reason, for like no reason, and then there's just spikes down here. I always assumed that this pond or the pits went down like basically nowhere. Like there was like it would end short, but they're actually really long. Like this is actually really deep. I always assumed they weren't that deep, but I guess they are kind of deep. Yeah, all of these pits. And this has been discovered before, but when you're in one of these rooms, the water or the liquid or whatever kind of liquid there is, it just is that entire room. That entire room has a layer of it. And there is a bug, at least right now, it's as far as I know, it's been fixed in the beta, but you can grab like the clown or some enemy, and if you can rotate them into the floor, it will kill them because it will actually detect that they're touching the liquid, even though it's underneath the map. There is nothing inside the potion. Very interesting. Another thing too, this isn't something you would know unless you had a tool like this, but this staircase and this staircase, they are the same item, or maybe they're not, but this is actually not just one entity, it's actually two. So if we come over here, you can see that it's one staircase, and then just they duplicated the staircase and put it right there, leaving all of this space in the middle completely empty. And then they did the same thing for the second section, and so on and so on and so on. So it's kind of interesting that they just kind of copy pasted the staircase instead of it just being one long staircase. I don't know what it is about that I find interesting. I find that interesting because I've done stuff like that before in VR chat worlds and stuff, and it's just, if we come in here, there is a pit. So, and again, same logic, the entire room has this liquid underneath it. Actually, this room doesn't seem to have liquid in the entire section. Just, it does extend, it does overextend, but it is kind of cut off there a little bit, which is interesting. Wow, yeah, I always just assumed these were just tall crates, and you can actually see, like, they are tall crates, but they just used the same texture that they used for the small crates, and just stretched it out. So this is most likely the same object as this object here, just super stretched and reshaped. That is kind of interesting because this feels like something that I've done before and always thought it looked terrible. And I guess when you make your game kind of dark, like how REPO does, you could just get away with that. Well, there you have it. Another Out of Bounds REPO episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Swiftbroom Academy is one of my favorite levels, but my absolute favorite level is Mechanics Station, and that is the next one we're going to be taking a look at in the next video. So I hope you guys will stick around to the channel long enough to see that video come out and see all of the weird secrets that one has. I was honestly really surprised by some of the stuff with Swiftbroom Academy. It actually seems to be kind of the glitchiest or buggiest map out of the three, because like I said, there's a lot of things that kind of clip out of the map, and then of course there was the bug I mentioned where you could rotate the clown into the floor and it would just die because it clips through and gets hit by the lava and stuff like that. It's really bizarre. It's great though. It's a lot of fun. I love this map and I love this game. I hope you guys will stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember to do it for the meme. Remember to subscribe. You gotta do it for the meme. You got to.